I am excited for you to hear Shannon's case study testimonial as he explains how he was able to get off of his high blood pressure medication. It's possible to get off of the blood pressure meds. You can free yourself from blood pressure medication, cholesterol meds, and as well as injectable insulin. But just listen to Shannon explain to us how he was able to free himself from high blood pressure medication.
Okay. I am Shannon Falk. I am 47 years old, and I'm an electrician at Molson Coors Brewing Company.
Okay. How long have you been there?
I started in 2000, so this year is 22 years.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. That was good. Okay. Well, first, man, what I want to do is give you a sincere compliment here. And I wanted to say, I want to acknowledge or admire the work that you put in and the results over the last, I believe we've been working together 2.5 years, has it been?
Yep.
Wow. So, and it has been an honor, really, it's been an honor and a privilege working with you. And, you know, you were allowing me to trust you with your health and fitness. And I want to say, you know, thank you for trusting.
Well, I feel the same way. I think this is a kind of a two-way street. So I appreciate you helping me. I know this was a totally new experience for me. I've never done, working out or worked in a gym. And I trust you. So everything that we've done, all of my accomplishments, I want to thank you for all that.
Oh, because, wow. Well, thank you, man. Thank you.
Even though I commit to it and everything, when I come into the gym, I can turn my brain off and I just do what you tell me to do.
Okay. All right. I hear that a lot, that people like that part of the workouts, that they feel like they can turn their brain off and they leave the rest. That's up to me, But it does start with you trusting. You have to trust your trainer and your coach, right?
That's right.
So I want to take us back, man, to your earlier, when we first started out this journey, take it back for a minute. And how did you first get on this health and fitness journey?
So I had gone to my doctor and I had been prescribed blood pressure medication. And I really did not like the way it was making me feel. And I did not like the way that the doctor was kind of guessing really at what medication to give me. And even when I was in there talking to the doctor, I kind of told them that, I felt that my blood pressure was, a lot of it was stress related.
Okay.
And I don't feel like they, like the doctor really took that into consideration. And the medications that the doctor was giving me were, beta blockers and different, all these. At one point in time, I was on 3 different medications all at the same time, all at the same, at max dosage.
Wow.
And and at that point, they were not controlling my blood pressure. My blood pressure was still high. And then, I got to a point where I felt like I needed to do something. And that's when I came up to the gym and I started talking to you.
Okay. So what was slowing you down most when it came to getting healthy, would you say? And you probably already answered that, but what was slowing you down, you think?
Slowing me down about getting into the gym?
Yeah. What was slowing you down?
Well, I thought I was healthy.
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
I was in good shape.
Okay.
But truthfully, after doing some of the workouts and um, doing your test, to gauge where I was, it was a humbling experience.
Okay. Okay.
I had never really I didn't, even in high school, I didn't play sports or anything like
Okay.
that. So I didn't go to a gym. And
Okay.
even when I started at Miller, back in 2000, I thought, why don't these people just go out and work? Why,
Okay.
instead of going into the gym, why don't you just
Okay.
work?
Right.
But I realize now that, sometimes work you can get sedentary. You can get
Okay.
into and even when you're working, you don't, get the like a full body workout.
Okay.
And you don't get any cardio or
Okay.
anything like that, which is things that I need.
Okay. So what were some of the things that you tried to get off of your blood pressure med in the past, or did you try anything on your own?
I really didn't try anything,
Okay.
anything other than going to the doctor and, doing what they were trying to tell me to do.
Okay.
Luckily, my first try at doing something myself was coming and talking to you.
Oh, okay.
And,
Wow.
I had read a couple things about, cardio and different things like that, but actually talking to somebody that knows and has a little bit of experience and is kind of passionate about it, about health, makes it made it easier for me to come and do my workout and come and follow your program.
So, I mean, would you say when you reached out to me, were you reaching out to me was health and fitness your goal, or was it the blood pressure? Which
It was not health and fitness.
Okay.
To begin with. It truly it wasn't. My biggest thing was, I'm on 3 different blood pressure medications and they're all maxed out. And I really didn't know from the doctor what the next step was. And I did not feel confident in just eating the pills and taking the medication, because it wasn't, at that point in time, it wasn't controlling my blood pressure at all.
Okay.
And
the medication wasn't controlling it.
It was not.
So, and if it was controlling it, you would have been content. You'd been okay with taking the medication, right?
If it was a silver bullet,
yeah,
and they just told me I could eat 1 pill, and it would cure it.
Yeah.
I would eat the pill, right? Because it's easy.
Yeah, that's right. So tell me, what were some of your big wins that you like to share so far? Just
well, the big win is getting blood pressure under control. And actually being able to manage it, being able to control it myself.
Okay.
Another big win, or another win, was or is being able to run a mile. Being able to do that again. I hadn't done that since, I think, 8th grade.
Wow. Okay.
right?
Yeah. It sounds like you mentioned earlier before, you were never really one to exercise or work out. You just
No,
worked.
I just
Manual labor,
work.
hard manual labor, just go out and work. That's your workout, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Okay. So have you noticed any changes at home or at work or with life in general after seeing such amazing results in your health and fitness?
Yeah. Actually, I feel better.
Mm,
Um, I uh, and actually my family is they support me, and
yeah.
um, they get on board with diets
Hmm.
and different things that I try.
Okay.
Um, at work,
Hmm.
I am I have more um, energy,
Okay.
more um, more input that I can do um, because of my fitness level.
Okay. 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 So what did you notice? What did you notice was different, unique about this program? I know you said before where you never really worked with a trainer or anybody else before, and you pretty much was kind of like Googling things, going online to find out. But what did you notice was different, unique about this program compared to stuff you've tried before?
Um, so I hadn't really tried a lot of other things,
Okay.
um, but what made this what made this work for me is the conversations that we have,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
and it's also the not the program kind of changes
Hmm.
a little bit um, every quarter or
Yeah.
every couple weeks or so, so
Hmm.
it doesn't get to a where it gets boring or anything like that.
Okay. So you go say more a little bit more about, I know we do talk. So what was it that helped with your process that you were able to talk, you
Okay,
mentioned that.
so the conversations that we have, I can come to you and I can tell you and give you feedback
Mhm.
about what I feel the workout is doing,
Okay.
or what the um, or what we're doing with the diet,
Okay.
or like the fasting or anything
Hmm.
or something like that.
Hmm.
I can come in and let you know what I'm feeling,
Hmm.
and you take that into consideration when you
Okay.
suggest things
Hmm.
um, for me to try next.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and there's things that we talk about that um, like a longer fast or something, and I'm not ready to do that,
Right. Right.
a longer fast,
Hmm.
and that's fine. And I
Yes.
don't get pushed to do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
But if there's something that I say that I want to try or do,
Hmm.
you give me ideas or different ways on how to cut certain things out of my diet, or
Hmm.
how to do different things, or try to like one hurdle or one thing that's going to be coming up soon is the gym's closing, and
Yes.
I'm going to have to start doing some workouts from home.
Yes.
So some of that stuff is I tell you what I've got,
Hmm.
and you help me with my workout to fit what I've got.
Okay.
So it
Gotcha.
is a um, it does help me a lot to keep the workout going and
Hmm.
to keep it from getting stale, or
Okay.
oh yeah, today's leg day again,
Okay.
for the last 6 months, right? um,
Okay.
that
All
does
right.
really help.
Okay. So how did you find the process of following the program despite being, busy, dedicated employee, father, and husband?
Um, like I said, my major driver was to control my blood pressure.
Okay.
And that was my biggest goal. So I'm kind of goal oriented, and
Okay.
that was the biggest driver for me. So if I
Okay.
put my mind to it and I say I'm going to do it, I need to do it.
Okay.
And that was my biggest thing, was
Was
controlling my blood pressure.
okay, and when I introduced the Undoctored method to you, was there anything about that program that you had some doubts about?
Um, it when you first told me about it, and when I first read the book,
Yes.
I thought, is this sustainable?
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And is this something that I can see myself sticking with and continue to do? And you and I have talked about or our own different recipes, right?
Yes. Yes.
So when you read the book, and it tells you what different vitamins, supplements you need to take, you need to cut out all the wheats and grains and sugar and all that. It seems like a lot.
Yeah.
When you read the book and it tells you to do all of that. But if you kind of make your own recipe kind of
Yes.
thing, you can baby step it, and
Right.
you can and one of the things that did help is the intermittent fasting, because if you're not eating 3 meals a day and snacks all in between, then what you're taking in, what you're going to eat,
Right.
and you don't have a whole lot of options to say, oh, I'm going to eat a bag of chips instead
Right.
of
Yeah.
whatever. So
Okay.
That different things like that to make your own recipe helps, and it helps to make it more manageable, and helps to make it more sustainable.
Okay. All right. All right. So
Because like you're not in the beginning on that. Pizza was a big thing.
Yes.
So we did find different ways, but that's not the last piece of pizza that I've ever eaten since starting the program.
Right.
Everything in moderation kind of deal. And if I eat a piece of pizza, that's not the end of the world.
Right.
Because I'm more consistent in what I do eat.
Right.
Try to be more consistently eating well, eating healthy, than eating junk food.
Right.
And I think that there is there's elbow room in there that you can eat.
Okay. Yeah. There's elbow room in there. You got room in there for some pizza. That's true. So did you ever wish you had started much earlier than you did?
Yeah, I do. I do. I can't say, hindsight 2020 and all that kind of stuff. I can, it would have been more healthy for me, and my blood pressure wouldn't have been as bad had I started this program and started working out and all that, say like in my 20s,
Okay. Okay.
when and it would have been easier when I was a little bit healthier.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well,
So
this was the right time for you, right? The maturity,
yes,
everything. So this must have been the right time. When you were younger, nobody probably could tell you anything.
no, and not at that time, they wouldn't have been able
Okay.
to.
So were you hesitant at all before joining me? Anything specifically you were skeptical about?
Well, I was kind of nervous about getting in the gym. I didn't know anything about it.
Hmm.
So the whole experience was all brand new.
Okay.
For me, I had
Okay.
never done any of that.
Okay.
Um, but it was just the new experience of it.
So it was like, what do I have to lose? I mean,
Exactly.
I've tried the pill route. What's the worst thing that could happen is this doesn't work and I go back on the pills.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay. So are there any other concerns you had prior to committing to getting healthier, getting in shape with the health of a coach?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
didn't. I mean, once I came in and started talking to you, and
Hmm.
we came up with a plan
Hmm.
with, I told you my concerns, and then you
Hmm.
took all that into consideration, and then uh, pretty much tailored my workout to what I needed to do. Um, I didn't, and like I said earlier, it is easy for me to just come into the gym and do what you tell me to do.
Okay.
Um, it's it's very easy for me to do that.
I'll say this, not only just to come into the gym, but even to apply it at home, because that was the other part of it. I mean, you were only with me, what, 3 days a week,
Yeah,
15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes sometime, each workout. But there were a lot of things that you had to do on your own. And I wasn't like sitting on your shoulder, kicking that pizza out of your hand. I was,
no,
you
you're
know,
right.
you had to do a lot of the work. So you did really a lot of the heavy lifting. You made it easy for me because you complied. You went with, if we talked about something, we, as you said, recipe, we adapted it, adjusted it for you. For you, we wanted to set you up to succeed, you
Right,
know?
right.
So I'm going to move on and I'm going to ask you, there are so many people out there right now wanting to make a change in their health and fitness, but they're just not moving forward for whatever reason. So what would you say to someone hesitating because they don't think they have the time or time for something like this?
Um, it, it, you need to make time.
Mm,
Um, if nobody's can, especially a fitness program like
mm,
this, um, or a health and wellness program like
mhm.
this. Um, Nobody can make somebody do that.
That's true. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
if um, it's, but I will tell you this,
Hmm.
um, it's hard, but it's not that hard to make a change,
Mm,
to make the change that you need.
hmm.
Um, Once you start seeing the benefits of it,
Hmm.
um, it makes it, for me, it made it that much more of a almost like a game,
Hmm. Okay.
to see how much better I feel, or how much um, you know, almost like how much healthier can I get?
Okay.
You know,
I like that.
but nobody can, if somebody's sitting there on the sidelines and they're saying, well, I don't have time, you know, that's not a really great excuse.
That's pretty much all it is, right? It's just an excuse.
Right. So even if you know, don't do it 5 days a week, what if you start and do, you know, you started and did it just 3 days a week? Or, and that's how, you know, you got me started with the intermittent fasting.
Yes.
My challenge was 1 day a week.
1 day a week. Yeah.
You know, just to start doing that.
That's right.
So you can baby step as much of it as you want. Really. Find your own recipe.
That's right.
Set yourself up for success.
That's right.
You know, find your own, you know, what works for you. What can you fit in your life right now?
Right.
That takes 15 minutes.
Right.
Or less, or whatever you need to do. Maybe it is just, maybe it's not a workout first. Maybe it's, you know, reading a book and starting a diet. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I think people are always looking for a quick fix. You know, people never look at how long did it take you to get into the situation that you're in, you know, and then they come to a trainer and they want us to wave this magic wand and get it in like 90 days. And I'm like, and you've been doing this all your life. So give me the chance, give me the same amount of time, maybe not all your life, but give me some time. I mean, let's be realistic about what it is you're trying to do. We're not talking about like a 6-pack. We're talking about a lifestyle change, which is big difference. So my next question, and we're almost done here, is what would you, and I think you probably kind of answered this, but I'm going to ask you anyway, what would you say to someone who doesn't think they have enough experience, knowledge to be able to follow something like this?
I would say talk to a professional, talk to somebody that that knows about this program, and can help guide them. One of the things that really kind of pushed me towards this in kind of a backwards way was my doctor. I did not like the answers that I was getting from my doctor. I did not like the just eat the pill. And I thought that there was a better, more sustainable way.
Did you think that the pills were going to fix it? Like, I'm going to take this and I'll never have to take it again. I'll take it for a certain amount of time. You know, is that what you thought?
When I first started taking the pills, I thought, well, you know, here I am. Now I'm going to have to start taking some medication, right? And when I first got prescribed blood pressure meds, and then they changed, and then they changed again, and then I got added another one, and then added a third one, and then maxed out all the, that was enough for me. That was, it seemed like they were, it seemed like I took my car to a mechanic that doesn't know anything about that car, right? And they're just guessing on what's going to make it run.
It's like a coin toss. We're going to try. It's like a coin toss. Let's try this. That didn't work. Let's try this.
That's how I felt about my body and my doctor. I did not feel, I didn't trust that. And then, you know, I decided I needed to start doing something myself. And, you know, I came and talked to you, and then, you know, here we are.
All right. Okay, man. So, hey, before we wrap, last thing, now that you're off of your blood pressure medication, what are you looking forward to the most over the rest of your life?
Um,
End on a good note, a high note.
I've actually, I want to continue with this program. I want to
Ah,
continue with, um, a daily type workout. I
mhm,
want to, and then even after I retire, I want to keep
mhm.
doing something. I want
Yeah.
to keep moving around. I want to
Yes.
have an active life. I don't
Yes.
want to. I see a lot of people that retire
Mhm,
and they don't really have anything that they do.
mm,
So they sit and then they end up getting sick and
mhm.
different, and I don't want
Yeah.
to do that. So, and I
Yeah.
think that a little bit of exercise and a good
Mhm.
diet, I think that's the way to go. That's
Okay.
that's what I
That's
want to do for me.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Okay, so anything specific that you're feeling more confident or empowered to do now that you didn't think you'd be able to do before?
Um,
I know you did say run a mile. You can't.
yeah. Um,
Mhm,
some of those things that we work on in the gym,
mhm,
I feel confident that I can do some of those things myself, like
mhm,
like run on the treadmill
mhm.
or even run outside on the track
Yeah.
and take what even when the gym is closed and you're not
Mhm,
there,
mhm,
I can take some of the elements of your workouts and integrate them into things that I can do when
mhm.
the gym is closed. And I was pretty proud of myself for being able to do
I
that.
was too. Yeah, last
And
year.
yeah, and
Mhm,
committing to doing
mhm,
that. And being able to just go out there and run and
mhm,
do a workout
mhm.
using the equipment that's out there.
Yeah, that was another level of commitment there. For anybody during that first year of COVID, for them to continue on to not just let it fall to the wayside and use that as an excuse. Yeah, I'm like, my hat's off to anybody who continued to have some, they were able to shift even, regardless of what was going on in the world, they were able to shift and make that change. So yeah, that was something to see.
Right. So
That was
and
something
those
to
are
see.
all that's a stuff stuff that I learned from you. So
Mhm. Well,
just
thank you.
being able to be able to keep up with that and
Mhm.
to uh, be able to text you and ask you
Mhm.
questions
Mhm.
and let you know what's going on and then and it all made it to where it was challenging, but it
Yes.
was kind of fun to do,
Okay.
to see what I could, come up with myself
Mhm.
and still have a good workout.
All right. All right. Well, man, that was good. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Nope, it was good.
That wasn't bad at all. And I thank you. And so, man, we are going, what's funny is on my screen, it says Allison. So,
Yeah, I see that.
so I'm sure when I do my editing, people are going to be like, is that Allison? No, that's not Allison. That's Shannon. Man, it's been, just as well as happy or, you were happy about everything. I wish I had more people that had that level of commitment and dedication and patience and trust in the process. You can't do anything like this and have a bad attitude about it. I think that'll kind of direct it. That it's like defeating the purpose if you don't get your mind on board with
Right.
it and to be open. And yeah, and I know it takes time for you to start to see the results because it takes time. It's not a
It
quick
does.
fix, right?
It does. Like you
It's not.
said, it took more than 2 years for me to
Yeah.
get into this shape,
Yeah.
or the shape that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
So, 90
Yeah.
days is
Right. Yeah.
not
Well,
going to
man,
snap
you
me
know
right
what?
back.
Well, I can't wait to see where you go from here. Sky's the limit. I mean, off of the blood pressure meds, which is big. Like you said, that was so it's like, I tell my wife that, you start out working on, you want to get healthy first. But I can honestly say now you're in that area where you get to work on your fitness. You get to play around on your fitness. And I think that's something you have to do this as long as you're on this side of the dirt. I mean, that's what
Right.
we have to do, right?
Right.
So, man, thank you. Yes, that was Shannon's case study, and I hope you got as much out of that case study testimonial as I did. And if you are interested in learning how you can free yourself from high blood pressure meds, visit majorfitnesswellness.com and schedule a call.